I just was not moving the needle of the culture. Anything that I was, anything who I was all who I was in the past. But when OT put me on that song, that brought me back to the forefront of somebody who's not moving the needle again.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Crazy. But I respect it. Even in all of that, like my first conversation I ever had with OT was me talking to him about that. Me telling him, because God put it on my heart to tell him and say, man, please don't let none of these artists from my generation, my era, or nobody that made it, please don't let nobody let you think
you owe them anything.
Yeah, they the reason why
Come on now.
And even when we did our song, I started telling, because I started doing interviews. Because I had albums coming out too, so I'm doing interviews. Even if it's just an interview at 97.9 Box with J Mac.
Yeah, whatever.
I do interviews, and sometimes people would say like, oh yeah, I see you got a new artist. It's your boy you putting on. And that's couldn't be further from the truth. He brought me back.
There you go. Come on, man.
Even though I never stopped going. I'm doing shows every week. I'm putting out albums every year.
Yeah, I see you work.
Nobody cares. Some of the shows still be sold out. We still got great shows, but when it comes to like the moving the needle, I just was not moving the needle of the culture. Anything that I was, anything who I was all who I was in the past. But when OT put me on that song, that brought me back to the forefront of somebody who's not moving the needle again. And it just gave me a new life, all of that. So we was like, man, we not taking this for granted at all. And when I talk to OT, even then I'm telling them, say, man, look, some of these people you gonna go on these interviews. I was doing interviews with Charlamagne the God when he was, like the little guy with Wendy Williams.
Yeah, with Wendy
or
Williams.
Angela Yee when she was the intern.
Yeah.
Or Ruju when he was answering the phones
Come
when he was
on
the
now.
intern. Or, Bootleg Kev when he just had a small show. So some of these people who are huge conglomerates now.
That's right.
They might see you and be like, man, Paul's my boy.
Yeah.
And they don't know anything about you other than you got a song with me. And I'm telling them, man, please don't take it personal. It's just they're not familiar with
That's
you.
real.
And they're familiar with me because I knew them at a time. I'm not saying that to like little bro, any of those people, because when Charlamagne was working with Wendy Williams, when Angela Yee was doing whatever, when Ruju, that was my first deal too. So I was still a rookie too.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm
Y'all
saying?
grew together.
But we grew together.
That's it.
And that reminds me now.
Andrew Martinez.
Same way, all these people. She always been the OG. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Martinez. She always been the, the top dog.
Man, I love them, man. I love the whole movement, man. The way the culture moved, the whole thing, man, is just dope, bro. Like.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.